Hey guys, Metal Driver 89 here, bringing you another WWE review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Ultimate Edition Ultimate Warrior. Looking at the packaging, we see this very beautiful, sleek, modern, high-tech design. Got the Ultimate Edition logo down here. Ultimate Warrior's name there. You can see the figure through the window of the box. On the side you see this image of the Ultimate Warrior. On the other side you see his name. Looking at the back of the packaging, you see this beautiful picture of the Ultimate Warrior figure in action. Get this image of the Ultimate Warrior on the back. The back of the box includes a description that states, "Only one man in WWE history had the strength, the determination, and most of all the intensity to contain the power of all the warriors running through his veins. Whether charging to the ring, bellowing cryptic puzzles, or attacking opponents with wild ferocity, Ultimate Warrior is one legend who could never be contained." His stats include height of 6 feet 2 inches, from parts unknown, finisher the Gorilla Press Slam. Career highlights also include WWE Champion and Intercontinental Champion. Alright, I'm really excited to open up this figure because I've been waiting to actually have this in hand. I initially held off on buying him when it was first released on Ringside Collectibles several months ago, and it's just now popping up in retail. So I found this along with Ronda Rousey at my local Target. So I decided to pick it up so I can go ahead and review this, and I'm really excited, so let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at it. Alright, now that we have the Ultimate Warrior out of the packaging, we can take a closer look at the figure, but first let's look at his accessories that he comes with. Alright, so he doesn't come with a whole lot, but what he does come with are 2 sets of interchangeable hands, or I should say 2 additional sets of interchangeable hands, which includes these 2 open hands here, which looks really nice. Let's get a closer look at it in better focus. Comes with 2 fisted hands, which is perfect for punching enemies. And he comes with an alternate head sculpt, which has basically his face paint is washed off, smeared off. It's all coming off of his face from all the sweat, so this is great for displaying him at the end of a match. And he's got his gritting teeth, which looks really nice. So we'll go ahead and put that on the Ultimate Warrior so we can see how that looks on the body. Alright, so there you have the alternate head sculpt on the Ultimate Warrior. So it looks really nice. There's a lot of detailing on the face. The sculpt looks really good. And even though the box did not say it had the True Effects printing, I do think that these Ultimate figures utilize that. Because the basic figures also have that with their head sculpts, but I don't think their boxes or packaging say True Effects either. So that looks really nice. Then the other piece of accessory that he comes with is this beautiful soft goods cloth jacket, which looks really nice, very detailed. It's got all these cool imagery. So this is basically his outfit that he wore at Halloween Havoc when he faced off against Hollywood Hogan. So there you've got Here Lies NWO, this beautiful looking Grim Reaper Warrior on the back there. Very detailed, very nice. So I'm glad that they utilized this instead of a plastic jacket. So this is really cool, and this can easily come off. So there you have this nice looking jacket that looks really good. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop this head sculpt off. So that was really simple, easy. So we can go ahead and put the standard one back on the Ultimate Warrior, which again, very simple to do. So again, this looks really nice. Box doesn't say True Effects, but it does look like it's utilizing that. The paint on the face looks really nice. Even the face paint detailed. I don't really see any issues, any QC issues on the paint, so that looks really good. Hair looks nice. It's got a lot of added paint on there to give it some detail, so give it that nice dirty blonde look. So that looks really awesome. Now looking at the rest of the figure, it looks really nice. It's got a lot of paintwork on it, a lot of detailing, a lot of designs. I love how it turned out. I don't really see many paint issues on the outfit, on the letterings. Tattoo looks really nice on his arm. Now there are some paint issues on the leg that I notice here. There's a bit of black smudge and an orange smudge there. And then on the boots, also There's some white on that red, and then the white's not perfectly painted on there, so it's kind of hard to see. So those are the only paint issues that I see on the figure. The rest of the figure looks really nice, and it looks like I still have some of the rubber band on there. Huh. So I am going to go ahead and take that off and place this where it actually belongs. So aside from those minor paint issues on the body, the rest of the figure looks really nice, especially the costume, so the paintwork turned out very well on that. Alright, quickly going over the articulation. So this is an Ultimate figure, so it does feature updated articulation that an Elite WWE figure does not have. So the first thing that's different is the torso. So if you notice that the torso is actually designed differently. So that's different from an Elite figure. Normally we would have this kind of torso, but it still allows it to have pretty good range of motion. It goes that far back, that far down. The head sculpt is on a ball peg, which allows it to go that far down and not too far up, but that's due to the hair. Can go side to side a little bit, can turn left and right. The arms are on a hinge and a swivel, so allows it to go that far out. Can go all the way around. There is a bicep swivel, which is hidden by the armband. The new point of articulation for the arms are the double jointed elbows, which are really nice. Wrists are on a swivel and a hinge. There is a waist swivel. The hips are on a ball joint, which allows it to go that far out. Oh, that was a bit stiff. That high up, which isn't too bad. Double jointed knees. There is a cut at the boot, which allows it to swivel. The ankle has a hinge, which allows it to go that far down. That was kind of stiff. And that high up. So this is a stiff ankle, so be aware of that. It does have slight ankle pivot, and then another new piece of articulation, a toe hinge, which is really nice. Now looking at some comparisons, here you have a WWE Elite figure, Seth Rollins, and you have the previous Ultimate Edition figure that I reviewed, the Ultimate Edition Bret Hart. So that's where he stands. So these Ultimate Edition figures stand at a really perfect height with the Elite figures, which I would assume so since they're produced by the same company, Mattel. Alright, and lastly, here we have them next to the Storm Collectibles Hollywood Hulk Hogan, which they stand at a very good height. So in case you're wondering how this Ultimate Warrior looks next to the Hollywood Hogan, alright, what are my thoughts on this Ultimate Edition Ultimate Warrior figure? I really love it. I think these Ultimate Edition figures are fantastic. I'm not too crazy about this torso articulation. However, I will say that on the Ultimate Warrior, it looks better than what I thought it looked on Bret Hart. So maybe I might just warm up to these new points of articulation on the torso. It still looks a little off to me. I do prefer the old Elite style torso articulation, like what we have here with Seth Rollins. I just think it looks aesthetically better. But aside from that, I think this figure is fantastic. He has a great detailing all over his costume. He comes with cool accessories. I love the soft goods jacket. And I love that he wasn't really that expensive. Like I said, I did not buy him when they initially were released on Ringside. And Ringside tends to be a little more expensive, especially when a figure first comes out, but that's kind of the trade-off you get when you buy from Ringside. You get to have the figures several months in advance, usually about 2 or 3. So he is just hitting stores now, along with Ronda Rousey. I found him at Target just the other day. So if you are interested in picking this up, these do run about $10 more than your Elites, but then again, the Defining Moments figures and some of the other figures were $25. So I think spending the extra $5 for better articulation, more accessories, and just more plastic on the figure, I think that's worth it. So if you like this review, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more WWE reviews, why don't you subscribe so you can see those reviews. As always, stay tuned till the end to see pictures of this figure in action, and I'll see you next time.